Hello, hello. Welcome to day 1113 of Connecting the Thoughts. Quote for today is: Where you are depends on who you choose to be. Simple thought: where you are depends on who you choose to be. So if you are further up on that ladder of success, it's because you've made some choices. If you are still wondering on the ground, which ladder do I climb? It again depends on who you've chosen to be and what choices you have made or not made. More on that on the other side of the show reel. If you're new to the channel, do subscribe because here is where I post daily videos on the little things that make life big. More on our quote for today on the other side of the show reel. Welcome back. Welcome back to the conversation. Quote for today is: Where you are depends on who you choose to be. So, in a moment, you are always making choices. You are always making choices in life. You are choosing whether to watch this video. You are choosing whether to be on your phone. You are choosing whether to do your assignment. You are choosing whether to fall asleep. You are making choices every time. And what I'm saying is, where you are, hi Cindy, where you are in life is all a summation of the choices that you have been making. So if you've been making conscious choices to eat healthy, if you've been making conscious choices to have more empowering relationships, if you've been making conscious choices to invest in your health, then it begins to show in how you are looking and where you are in terms of your energy levels, what you're doing in terms of the results you're getting when you're working on something, you know. So where you are depends on who you choose to be. It's a choice that you're making, that you're going to show up for yourself. It's a choice that you're making, that you're going to hide under excuses. It's a choice that you're making, that you're going to stand there for somebody. It's a choice that you're making, that you're going to kind of push away from all the kind of controversies or, anything that might feel a little challenging and say, no, not worth my time. These are all choices that we make. These are all choices that shape you, that make you the person that you are. Every moment, every experience that you're having in life is due to the choices that you make. So most often when we say, okay, you need to select the kind of experiences that you have in life, yes, you can select them, but that selection comes from what you are selecting for yourself and your mind frame in that moment. So choose wisely. Choose wisely to be someone whose choices are more empowering, someone whose choices kind of make them the person that you'd want to be. Don't make choices that you yourself would not want another person to make. We're great at telling the other person what to do, but when it comes to our own selves, we kind of sometimes take the easy way out, and that's what then again defines who you are being. Cindy says, it's my responsibility to own the choices I make. It's not about someone else or something else. So powerful. Yes, Cindy. And I salute the choices you make, like really to show up, to be there for yourself, the kind of lifestyle you live, the healthy choices you've been making, and the healthy content. It's not just about the healthy choices in terms of food, but also deciding what is working for you and what is not working for you. There's so much to learn from you, Cindy. So it's my responsibility to own the choices I make. It's not about someone or something else. Yes. So choose wisely and be strong about the choices that you make. So sometimes the choices we make might not really sit well with the people around us. They might be a little too courageous, they might be a little too bold, and people around us might not essentially be comfortable when we're beginning to change, because they're used to us being in a particular way. They're used to seeing us in a particular way. However, as we evolve, we have to stand by ourselves in that evolution. Halfway through, if you give up on yourself, because it begins to get a little tough, it begins to get a little tough to break through a particular mold or expectation of society. And it begins to feel like, oh, she's resisting, oh, she's becoming too big for her shoes, or whatever. But if you're beginning to kind of push through certain walls, push through certain barriers, push through the glass ceiling, then you have to be ready for the little pieces of glass that might fall upon you, and you might feel a little hurt, but know that why you're doing what you're doing. So if you take it one level up, or if you look further inwards, it again depends on why this is important for you. So the choices you make are again dependent on your why. They're dependent on why you're doing what you're doing. So think about this closely. If you are, as I said, if you're way up on that ladder of success, then why is that success important to you? Why are you putting in so much of effort? Why are you making the choices that you're making? And some of these choices, as I said, could be uncomfortable because growth is outside the comfort zone. So you're making all these difficult, uncomfortable choices to reach up. And why do you want to reach up? Ask yourself that question. Also, if you're on the ground, still kind of confused and wondering which ladder do I climb on, then why are you down there? Why are you still not making a choice that this is where I want to go, or this ladder is for me? If you're not making those choices and you're still on the ground, what's going on in your mind? Are you not making those choices because it's easier to stand down here and complain? Because it takes effort to climb that ladder and to make that choice, which one do I pick? So are you standing down on the ground complaining about everyone around you and not taking ownership of what you could do in terms of maybe that just one step forward towards which ladder to climb? Think about this. Hi, Noreen. Thank you for joining. So think about this. In fact, this is so important. A lot of us complain about how life is going, yet we don't realize we haven't taken that first step forward. So if you haven't taken that first step forward, life isn't going to take you anywhere. It's just going to stand in that same spot in a spiral. It's going to keep going round and round, and you're going to be dizzy. Cindy says, I love what you're saying, Cindy. It comes down to knowing your why. Ask important questions to yourself. Get to know yourself. Absolutely. Get to know yourself. And you know what? This Wednesday, I missed out last Wednesday because it was Eid. This Wednesday, I am hosting an amazing personality. She is younger than my daughter. I've known her since she was a baby, and she has suddenly catapulted into stardom. She is an actress now, and she has been in the field of arts for a long time. 5 years of being a dancer, an actor, a painter, everything to do with music and art. And I am so proud, so proud to be hosting her this Wednesday. So it's, again, as I said, it all boils down to who you are being. Are you saying yes to opportunities, or are you kind of still standing there at the bottom of the ladders and wondering which one do I climb? So totally proud to announce Faria as my guest for this Wise Wednesday, and we are going to be talking about the art of staying grounded, because yes, she is a superstar, yet she is so grounded and so humble. And I think this is a message that we all need to receive. How You shouldn't let a little bit of fame go to your head. And she is that bright example of that. So I am so excited to host her. And if this has been of value to you, please write in comments saying, I am certain. Write in comments, I am certain. If this has been of value to you, because you need to be certain about certain things, right? So I am certain. I am certain about the choices I'm making. I'm certain about the relationships I have. I am certain about the things I'm doing with my life, in my life. And I am certain that you will tag a friend who needs to receive this message today. And until tomorrow, keep smiling, keep shining, stay safe. And thank you for connecting the thoughts with me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Cindy. I am certain you will join me on Wise Wednesdays this week. Thank you.